Anthony's up in Peachtree City, Georgia. Anthony, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet, Anthony. What's going on?
Hey, so just a quick background. So I just moved my family recently back in July from Florida up to Peachtree City.
Okay.
I left a job I was with for nearly 9 years. I started as a technician, worked my way into supervision, was very invested in the career and the people there. So I left there as a supervisor, came up here, took a job as a technician working on equipment. Mm-hmm. And then shortly after, 4 months later, I got offered a job in supervision back in the waste industry in fleet maintenance, and for a $16,000 a year increase. So I decided to take it. Figure my family can reach our goals a little bit faster that way. But I'm finding that the culture here is not really a great fit for me, and I'm considering possibly going back into fixing trucks. Mm-hmm. And but the thing is, I don't want to be looked at as a job hopper because I do have that long stint on my resume of nearly 9 years, and now I have 2 jobs within 6 months since I've left there. So,
okay. So,
what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's all in how you first look at yourself, because you're the voice that will determine the narrative to other people. So, what you think about yourself, you got to get clear on that. And if you think you're a job hopper, then you're going to assume that other people think you are a job hopper, when in all reality, you're not. Let's just review what you told us. You were in one position for 9 years. Then you moved your entire family for multiple reasons, I'm guessing not just work. True or false?
True, yeah. It was to be closer to family and so our baby could grow up around his cousins.
Yeah, well, that's not a flake. Everybody on the planet understands that. Why'd you leave the job that you were in for 9 years? To be closer to family. Oh, there's a real loser. Anthony's flaking out right now. Come on, Anthony. You hear how absurd that is? All right, now let's go to the next one. I know. I'm walking you through it. You called me up. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to beat this thing into the ground. All right, so you make that move. That's not flaky. And so you take a position with this current company. Now, we're not going to run the current company down. We're not going to blow them up, and trash them. But you were there for 6 months, and then another opportunity comes your way. Correct?
Correct.
A better opportunity. Did you seek it out, or did they seek you out? How did it come to you?
It was one of the companies that I was seeking out when I initially started looking to move here.
And so they called you back after a while?
Yes.
Again, where's the flakiness there? This is the hottest job market in the history of the United States. And you applied for a company 6 months ago or longer. They didn't hire you at the time, and now they come back and they want you. So you're not going to look like a hopper to them. They've already asked for you. True or false?
True, and I'm already here, actually. But
you already took it, you dog.
I did, and I've been here nearly 2 months, but the culture doesn't seem like a very good fit for me. I think it may have been a little bit oversold.
Okay, but let's turn. So you were in one place 6 months, and then this place 2 months?
Yes.
I see. Okay, but again, none of this falls apart. So here's what you do. You need to turn, if you don't believe you're supposed to be there a long time, then you need to turn this into another opportunity.
Okay.
And so here's what happens. If another company out there, after you do your homework, now learning what you should have learned before, how do you identify if it's a healthy culture going forward? You know how to do it, don't you? You know what questions to ask, what to look for, true or false?
True, yeah, and I'll ask up front. I do ask in interviews and when I speak with recruiters.
Yeah, so here's the deal. Have you already identified something else you'd go to, or are you just now wondering, should I be looking?
I have identified something else, and I would be asking those kind of questions. I think I would be digging even deeper than I did with this position. Yeah,
so here's what your story is. They came after me. And I took them on their offer. And it's not what I thought it was going to be. You're not running them down. But you're not the guy who quit and went over to a new place. They came after you. And you can just say, hey, I took the opportunity. They gave me a promotion, gave me more money. It wasn't quite what they told me it was going to be. They're good people. They're nice people. But I got swayed because they came after me. That doesn't sound like a flake to me. Does it to you?
No, I mean, if someone told me that, I'd take them at their word for that, for sure.
And you wouldn't be wary of them. You'd go, oh, that's impressive. They wanted him. Who wouldn't take a bigger paycheck when someone's coming after them? And They wooed you, and now you have enough maturity to go, it's really not what's right for me. This is right for me. So the minute you say this wasn't what they said it was going to be, and I acknowledge that I should have seen it, there's a couple things I could have looked into, but the reality is, I listen to this Ken Coleman Show guy, and he teaches, there's a sweet spot for everybody where you're 75% of your day. You're doing work you're good at, you're doing work you love, and you're producing a result that you care deeply about. And I can tell you unequivocally, this job allows me to do that. Nobody talks that way. And by the way, you don't have to mention my show. I was just trying to get a free promo in there. But you speak that language, and they're going to go, this is a sharp dude. Are you tracking with me?
Absolutely.
So that's what you do. See, you control the narrative, not anybody else. And again, keep using those connections, bro, to where all the interview stuff is just a formality. Love the call. Love you. Go get it, man. You're no flake. You're a rock star.